Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigvalogrim here and welcome to Ingest to Mobile News. For those of you new here, this is the series where we talk about the challenges that are up, the arena season that is up right now, the chests that are in the store in the special offers, and we talk about what is worth your time, your money, your gems, and your energy. So if you want to not miss a future episode and not waste your gems on useless chests, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on every single episode. And with all that being said, let's get rolling! Okay, so we are going to start going over the challenges, and one of the challenges will be for Hellboy, and Hellboy is going to be a very good character for some very specific things. When you take a look at his abilities, it doesn't seem like he has much going for him. Like, his first ability is going to be raw damage and nothing more, second ability raw damage and nothing more, third ability is going to have armor pierce, so that might be something interesting to look into. But if we take a look at the passive, this is where this character shines, because he has a passive that makes 80% of the dot damage heal him instead of damage him. When it's at 5 stars, it's going to be 100% of the dot damage. And what does this mean? This means two things. First of all, he will not take dot damage. He is 100% immune to dot damage. The second thing is that he will get healed instead when he's hit with dot damage. And you might be like, this can be very situational, you know? Yes, but you can pick the situation. And one situation where he's very good is going to be in raids against phase 3 by staying in the right corner of the map in the dot. Over there he will be one of the best tanks to use for that. And at the same time he will be great in soul raid fights like against Emerald Green Lantern or against boss Lord Joker, where they also have that dot. And the second passive, the damage and defense against arcane opponents, is going to yet again be something situational that I will not keep in mind, but the first passive is going to make him a very good character and definitely a character worth grinding for. And he might be the answer to some fights in soul raids that you are stuck at, so definitely go ahead and farm him. Now getting into the other challenge, it will be the Multiverse challenge. And the Multiverse challenge will give you chances for pretty much all the Multiverse characters to get some shards for them. It's going to be very little in terms of shards, and if you were to farm this for 2 years from now on, you still wouldn't make huge progress in terms of unlocking each hero. But at the end of the day, every little bit helps, every last shard is going to help and is going to get you closer to that max star level of them. And at the same time, by doing this challenge, you have a chance to drop gears for Flash and White Canary, and they don't have their gears in the arena stores. So by doing this challenge, you'll be able to get their gears. The only other option is to get them through paid offers and through raid drops. So yeah, I got 3 of the 5 gears on my Multiverse of Life from here, and you can get them as well. For this you need to have the League of Anarchy characters. I have only one League of Anarchy character, so I'm able to farm only the first difficulty, but just farm as far as you are able to. And I have Last of the Joker, and you will most likely get Last of the Joker eventually from raid drops, so you will most likely eventually have at least one. Now let's get into the Arena Season character. Arena Season character is going to be Multiverse Supergirl. First of all, the passive is going to give some defense to the Multiverse Sim, and at the same time will reduce the incoming damage when they are below 50% health. That is a very defensive thing, but at the end of the day it's a good thing to have. And things in terms of her abilities, her third ability is going to be raw damage, so nothing interesting about that. The second ability is going to be Freeze, and Freeze is a very powerful thing in Just 2 Mobile because it's not susceptible to stun resistance because it's not a stun. So basically this is a way to stun your opponent without him being able to resist it, basically bypassing the resist, and you can just spam the special 2 in arena fights until the end of the fight if you so choose to play her like that. And at the same time her special one is going to be Dot, so yeah, I guess Dot is always good. She's not going to be on the top of food chain in terms of multiverse characters. She's not going to be particularly useful in raids or soul raids, but she's going to be pretty good in arena and champions arena, and it's going to be a well-rounded, decent, tanky character, I guess. A decent support for the multiverse team, not the best yet again. So yeah, I would definitely farm her arena, but I wouldn't really go ahead and refresh teams with gems trying to get her, because she's not worth that much of a struggle and that much of an investment, but nevertheless she's a pretty damn decent character. Next up, getting into the store section of the game. we are going to have here quite some chests to talk about. I'm going to briefly talk about the platinum chest and the artifact chest because I have already covered those in the video yesterday, and I don't want to be that repetitive for the video for those of you who watched yesterday's video. And by the way, we will have at the end of the video a short opening of the artifact chest. It's going to be short, but it's going to be pretty interesting in terms of rewards. The platinum chest is going to have chance for legendary characters. First of all, the chances are low enough, but as far as in just two mobile chests go, the sale is going to make it kind of worth it if you want to go for specific things. Black Manta from here is good. You will need to most likely buy his gears from special offers. Arkham Knight Batman comes with gears from the achievement and is good. Darkseid is decent, comes with gears from the achievements. Brainiac is okay, but his only role is to support Black Manta. His gears are going to be from his challenge. And Batman Jaguar you will again most likely will have to buy his gears from the special offers if you get him, and also he will be a very good character. Should you get this platinum chest? Well, if you're with your account on a point where you have done pretty much everything but got Black Manta, then you might want to try this in order to get Black Manta. If not, I wouldn't really recommend this. On the other hand, we're going to have the artifact chest. The artifact chest is going to have chances for lots of artifacts, and this is a very good chest from one way, but not very great from another way. Like, the chances for you to drop one of the new artifacts are going to be very slow and very slim, though they are still going to be there. A lot of the artifacts that you can drop from here are going to be bad drops. You got like an 80% or higher than 80% chance to get a bad drop from this one, but the very good thing about it is that you get no useless drop from here. Like, let's get back a little bit to the platinum chest. The platinum chest has a 77% chance to get a silver hero, and you'll reach a point where you have infinitely extra shards for silver heroes, and who would want to get a silver hero for Roma Platinum chest? Let's be real here. So you have a 77% to get a chance to get something that is more or less useless. But when you get to artifact chest, everything that you can get here is going to be artifacts or artifact materials. And at the end of the day, not everything you'll get from here will be worth your gems, but at the end of the day, even the worst artifacts can be broken into materials and you can upgrade your good artifacts with that. So no matter what you get from here, you might not get your value for the gems you spent if you are unlucky, but at the end of the day, anything you get is going to be able to put to some use. Next up, we have girl power. Don't buy this chest. This is a no-brainer because of the fact that Multiverse Batwoman and Multiverse Supergirl are going to be available through other places. Like, Batwoman is in the arena store, Batwoman is also in the campaign, and Multiverse Supergirl is going to be in this arena season, and it's going to be a pretty damn easy arena season, so farm her from there. And if you're unable to farm her from there, then it's okay, because you don't really need her. So I wouldn't personally go for this chest. And Batwoman is a decent damage dealer, but not the best damage dealer from the Multiverse team, and yeah, you got other ways to get her. Next up, we have Justice League Superman Legendary Chest. I don't recommend to go for this because in order to effectively use Justice League Superman, you will also need to have Justice League Cyborg to be in the same team with him. And Justice League Cyborg is also one of the characters like Justice League Superman that are pretty damn hard to get. And there is a chest that has all the Justice League characters and has a chance for Superman and Justice League Cyborg. So if you desire to get Superman, I would suggest opening that chest because it has chances for other pretty good drops. And you know me, I don't like the chests that have gold shards guaranteed, because it's most likely going to be 20 something shards. And the Hellboy premium chest. This is not the best premium chest in the game that you could get, but it's definitely a solid premium chest that you could get. So yeah, you could go for this one if you wanted to. Next up, the special offers. In terms of the special offers, I don't suggest you get the Multiverse Supergirl bundle. I don't care how cheap you think it is in your country. I don't care how much money you have. In my opinion, this is going to be a waste of your money if you get this, because yet again, you don't need the character. But yeah, it's your money. You do whatever you want with it. But I would consider this to be a waste. No, like over here, I'm not really regarding the price or anything. It's a character that you do not need to spend money on, and you will not benefit from spending money on. Next up, we have the Harley Quinn bundle, and it's a shit bundle because you don't get her gears. why don't you give gears for legendary characters? Like, people are going to pay $100 for a legendary character, at least give the gears. No, don't tell them you're going to have to spend 10 more bucks for the gears. So yeah, you get Harley Quinn, don't buy this chest. If you want to go for a legendary bundle, even though they are expensive in my opinion, but if you really want to, go for Black Manta, go for Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd, go for Arcanite Batman, not for Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, because she's going to be more or less useless in soul rates, and she's going to be good in arena, but to make her work in arena you'll need to have arena and champions arena, excuse me. In order to make her work there, you'll need to have the full Suicide Squad team. And that means you will need to also have Suicide Squad Deadshot and Suicide Squad Enchantress. The Kingsland Aquaman gear packs are going to be more or less a joke, I guess, because you can get all the gears from the League store, and getting them to that high of a level is not going to take that much time, so it justifies buying them with real money. And yeah, you can get Heartbreak Harley Quinn's gears from here if you so desire to. And next up, the Azure bundle. I don't recommend you get this because of the fact that this is going to only contain one of the older artifacts, and everything that you see with an 18% chance is pretty much going to be a bad drop. Only the things that have low chances, and I really don't like loot boxes. There was another chest that had a guarantee for one of the new artifacts, like the ones that give you passive buffs in soul rates, and I did indeed recommend that, because even though you are gambling for the specific artifact you would have gotten, you are guaranteed to get one of the Apocalypse artifacts, and the Apocalypse artifacts are going to be good, and no matter which one of them you get, it's going to help you in one way or another in terms of soul rates. And each one of them is useful in some way or another. Some are more useful than others, some are more specific than others, but they are going to be more or less useful in one way or another. Where here you have Amulet of Arcane, it's a Wars the Old Blades, useless. Amulet of Metahuman is going to be okay, but you don't have to have it. Tech, useless. Might, useful only in phase 2. Agility, totally useless. So yeah, and the good ones have low odds, so I really wouldn't go for this one if I was you, but yet again, you do whatever you want. So yeah, this was it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that subscribe button to not miss a future series of this, and I'll see you in the next one.